Hi, this is Masenya of Masenya Attorneys Incorporated, a law firm based in Centurion, Republic of South Africa. We boast 24 years of legal practice in the areas of commercial and tax laws. My professional team and I have over the years proved great success in assisting numerous clients with a myriad of commercial and tax matters involving millions of rands. We are skilled, experienced, qualified, and have the capacity to assist you. Email us at clients@cntlaw.co.za or call us 011-318-6592 or 084-383-7747. All consultations are strictly by appointment.
Hello and greetings from Johannesburg. My name is Solomon Izange Shams. They call me Uncle Solomon, Uncle Soul. Great to have you here. Hope you are doing very well today. Thank you. Thank you so much. I see quite a lot of you locked in already. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know where you're watching from. Where are you watching from? And also, how are you doing? So let us know. Send greetings. Interact in the comment section, please. I really love to see that. That's important. And do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, Solomon's Temple. Make sure you subscribe and check out a lot of videos that we have there. Please make sure you do that. Appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. Thank you. And thank you. Thank you. Refill Way, thank you. Refill Way has been a very faithful viewer for quite some time now. Refill Way all the way from Tabazimbi. Tabazimbi is a town in Limpopo province in South Africa. So let us know where you are watching from. I would really appreciate that. I come from a community where we are sort of like the end point of Christianity in Nigeria. So my people, where I grew up, was somewhere in the middle. So all the way down to the south, to the east, majority Christians, but all the way up on top of us, I would say 98% Muslims. So I grew up basically knowing the Islamic culture very well. Had friends who were Muslims and also even learned how to say the prayer. And when I left Nigeria, even before I left, there's been tension between Christians and Muslims for some reason. You know, some people feel it's political reasons. Some people feel it's ethnic reasons. Some people feel it's religious reasons. But one thing I know is that Christians have been a target for a long time. They've been targeted by Muslims for quite a while. And recently, the United States, certain personalities in the United States actually began to have conversation around that. There's a senator called Senator Ted Cruz. He's a politician. He brought that to attention of so many people. There's also a TV personality who brought that and said, look, hey, there's a Christian genocide in the nation of Nigeria. Now, I know there's been a lot of killings in Nigeria targeted at Christians. Churches being set on fire, people killed, children, women. And then you have this mass burial. I'm not going to be able to show you all of that here. So that really brought that world's attention for the very first time since this has been going on for over 20, 30 years. For the very first time, there's a focus, especially within the middle belt, what we call the middle belt, north central part of Nigeria. In the villages, small towns, you get people going in there. They call them Fulani herdsmen. Can be a Fulani herdsman carrying sophisticated weapons. At night, they go in there and totally run down the village. So there's been migration, people moving because they're not safe anymore. Now, the United States politicians and all that, they did quite a good job in bringing this. For the first time ever, the Nigerian government now had to they began to defend themselves. Politicians now began to defend themselves. But the sad thing about it was there was a disagreement between Christian voices, leaders in the nation. You would hear a leader say, no, there is no genocide, no Christian genocide. Matter of fact, this is targeted as Christians and Muslims. It could just be anyone. Some would say, no, really, there is a Christian genocide, but there's also other genocides that's going on. And we have those who would abruptly just say, no, there's a Christian genocide going on here. Christians are being targeted because of their faith. Christians are being murdered because of their faith. I'm sure you've seen some of the videos. There's a lot of these videos online now. And this is something that's been happening regularly. Almost every month you would have 1 or 2 incidences that's targeted at Christians. But I want to share with you a video that has a very renowned Christian leader, Bishop David Abioye, who was sort of like the deputy leader at Living Faith, as they call it, Winners Chapel. And he came out totally in a different way compared to a lot of leaders, to be honest with you. I think he is the highest ranking leader in Nigeria that actually came out straightforward and said there is a Christian genocide happening. Watch this.
There's no genocide. What a wicked set of people. Agreed, there are people killed in other places for other reasons, but this one is very clear. And gradually is eating down to the south, southwest, southeast, and many so-called leaders for their personal interests are claiming it's not true, selling out their faith if they have it at all. Jesus said, when I come, will I find the faith? And we are standing here to say to Jesus, the faith will keep standing. Raise your voice in a few seconds. Father, strengthen the brethren. Distortion going on.
Let me play it again for you.
People claiming that there is no genocide of Christians in the nation. Information with facts can never be thwarted. You see people buried in hundreds and you say there is no genocide. What a wicked set of people. Agreed, there are people killed in other places for other reasons, but this one is very clear. And gradually is eating down to the south, southwest, southeast, and many so-called leaders for their personal interests are claiming it's not true, selling out their faith if they have it at all. Jesus said, when I come, will I find the faith? And we are standing here to say to Jesus, the faith will keep standing. Raise your voice in a few seconds. Father, strengthen the brethren. Strengthen the faith.
So, the voice of Bishop David Abioye, I like something he said in this video where he said, there is a genocide, even though other people of other religion are being killed for other reasons, but the genocide happening in certain places is a Christian targeted genocide, and that I totally agree on. Guys, if you look at the video of a pastor who was in a grave where there was like a mass burial, the video is going viral. He's a pastor of a church called Kokin Church in Rob. I grew up in Kokin Church, so I grew up in the same church, just like him. And that church, when I was a kid, I went to a Christian school. We used to actually go preaching trip where we leave school on a Friday with our principals and certain staff and a few students. You put up your name. We go to churches and we spend the weekend from Friday all the way to Sunday. We preach, we help out, we clean, we just serve, and we've been to that community when I was in school. So I remember that community very well. A lot has changed, but I remember that community very well. But for us to continue to say there is no genocide, what is a genocide, by the way? Genocide is an intentional murder of a certain group of people because of their religion, because of their tribe, because of their beliefs. They targeted. And that's what's been happening where I come from. So please pray for Nigeria, especially the central part of Nigeria, the middle part of Nigeria, where there is the Christians and the Muslims, where the Christians and the Muslims sort of like meet. Pray. And it's also about time we begin to really talk about these things just the way that we should. Because the moment it continues, it's going to become like a jihad, to be honest with you. Now, I'm not saying all Muslims are bad people. No, I still have friends who are Muslims. But you have to understand that within the Muslim fraternity, there's also different beliefs. There are some Muslims that believe that, if you're not of the Muslim faith, actually you deserve to die. But there are some Muslims that do not believe in that. And anyway, they read the same Quran, but I don't know what happened. It's like we reading the same Bible and you see false prophet deceiving people and all this extreme prosperity gospel going on. So I urge you, please, pray for my city where I come from. It's called Jos, the capital city of Plateau State. Pray for Plateau State. Pray for Bauchi. Pray for Adamawa, Benue State. Pray for Kaduna, Niger. Pray for Christians in Kano, Adamawa, Borno, Gombe. All of these states are around, the northern part of Nigeria. But I stand here this evening telling you there's a Christian genocide in Nigeria, and we must do something about it. Thank you, guys. God bless.